Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the midweek natural gas report, natural gas prices are down. For the new spot February contract, currently we are trading at 377.40, down 19.8 cents or almost 5%. What's going on? Well, we've got a couple things. The weather forecast models introduce more warmth in the next full week of January and possibly into the second week. But also, we've got a storage report that comes out today at noon Eastern time. That's right, it's been the delayed from Christmas one, and here's what we're expecting. NGI, Natural Gas Intelligence, is looking at minus 37. Celsius Energy is looking at minus 48, so pretty wide. We're going up against 112 from last year and minus 120 for the 5-year average. So this is a bearish storage report that's coming out today. As you can see, the RSI is turning down. So unfortunately, we're still in a sell rally mode at this time. So let's turn to the hourly chart. And as you can see, we're holding barely above second pivot support, which comes in at 376.10. Below that, 3607. So the RSI is kind of waffling sideways here at a very, very low level. Looks like we've got to get past the storage report and hopefully the weather forecast models change yet again. They've been very, very volatile in every 6 hours. So unfortunately, right now, more warmth comes in the first full week of January. And of course, then we're a little bit kind of muddied as far as whether or not this cold air comes in and where it comes in. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's look at the front to back spreads. This is the Feb versus March spread. And as you can see, it topped out right around 70 cents. Though we got a double top here. The RSI is trying to turn to the downside. There's a lot of call activity at the $1 spread strike for this particular Fed March yesterday. And here's the April through October strip. And this strip is down hard, down 12.6 cents or over 3.42%. As you can see right now, we're currently trading at 355.20. The RSI is also trying to turn lower. The value area here has been 360. This is where this strip was last year at this time before it started a rally toward $4, pulled back to 339, and then ultimately went out near 512 before it peaked. So let's turn to the weather, and here's the wind chill factor. As you can see, quite cold up in the Dakotas. And down here in Houston, 33 degrees this morning. Currently, right now, we're looking at 41. So still quite cold, but weather is going to warm up as we get closer and closer toward the end of the week. And let's look at the extended range temperature forecast here. And as you can see, the cold air is expected for the Great Lakes all the way over to New England and the Mid-Atlantic states for this week ending January the 6th. Then warmth comes in the midsection of the country, and then look what else is going on. We've got colder air coming in possibly in the third week, as you can see here, and then as it ends the month, we're looking at colder temperatures. But notice something interesting about that last map. It's looking different. The shape is different. And here's the wind chill factor map. This is all the way out through January 14th. This is the European model. And as you can see, there's cold air coming down through the Rockies, but look at the pattern. Instead of just glancing blows where it goes through the Dakotas and hits the Mid-Atlantic and New England states, looks more like a V shape now forming. And we know that we're transitioning from La Nina to ENSO neutral before we go to El Nino in the summer. So is the pattern change actually starting to occur now as we get closer and closer toward the end of January? If so, this weather now is pointing toward Texas. And let's take a look at Europe. And Europe looks like it's got some very, very cold temperatures coming through around January the 11th. As you can see, quite cold in Eastern Europe and all the way over into Russia. This continues to go back and forth with some warmer temperatures, but overall, it's been a colder pattern. What about Asia? Well, that cold Siberian air is focused here toward the Koreas, toward Japan, and a little bit toward the capital city of Beijing around the 8th, and then again around the 14th and 15th. As you can see, it looks like it's just trying to pause here and possibly make a run toward the capital city of Beijing. It's right on that edge and possibly keeps Asia prices firm. So what else is going on? Well, in the United States, we've got snow and ice cover. The Hudson Bay is completely frozen over. That allows cold Arctic air to go right across that body of water, skate across it, and head toward the mid-Atlantic states. But now we've got snow cover all the way from the Dakotas down to West Virginia and up to New England. This will keep temperatures cooler as we go forward in the forecast model. Let's turn to the stocks. And this is the oil and gas E&P sector. These are stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float, over 10%. So when things start to rock, these will have rocket fuel. And unfortunately, we're barely in the green for CRK, Murphy, Crescent, and Magnolia. The rest are slightly down for the 1 week performance. So recapping again for the new spot February contract, we're currently trading at 375.40, down 21.8 cents or a little bit over 5.5%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.